Okay, guys, I wanted to show you some items that I think would be very helpful in a shit hit the fan scenario. If it's a total shit hit the fan scenario, let's say an economic collapse, then you're going to want to be careful with any kind of light source that would use fire. Let's say candles, oil lamps. Obviously, if it uses fire, it's a fire hazard. And if you have kids, well, that increases that hazard. Right? Accidents will happen. Got several items here that I highly recommend. Now, keep in mind, let's say it's a real shit hit the fan scenario. Like what's going on in Venezuela, where they've got an economic crisis. They're eating cats and dogs. Sometimes it's their own pets, the family pets. Sometimes it's somebody else's. They're eating birds and squirrel, rats, whatever they can find. It's pretty bad over there. So imagine we had a situation like that here. Well, I think it'd get pretty bad pretty quick, right? So you don't want to make yourself a rich target. First off, and things would escalate pretty quickly. Now, you could cut down the fire hazard by using something with batteries, but the problem with batteries, well, batteries lose a charge, right? They die pretty quickly. You can have everything using the same type of battery, but you're going to run out of batteries eventually. If you live in a warmer climate, the batteries lose a charge faster. And if they're rechargeable batteries, where you're going to have to use like a generator or something to waste resources to recharge those batteries anyway. And eventually you're going to run out. Or you leave them in the equipment and they lose a charge, or the batteries are damaged and damage your equipment. So I have a solution here. We have shake, wind, or crank items, right? What I totally recommend. This simple shake flashlight, right? I've had this thing for a while. It just basically has a copper coil and this, I'm not sure what type of metal that is, in there. And basically it generates power by shaking it, right? Do that for a little bit. And there you go, right? No batteries. You just shake it for a little bit, and you got light. It's that simple. Another item, this flashlight here I've shown you before. It's a 9-in-1, basically like an automotive emergency flashlight. Something good to have in your glove compartment. This guy, I've used it in my bug out bag. You can see that it has this cut here. It's meant for seat belt, but it works pretty darn good on cordage. It's got this hammer here, like a glass breaker, but I'm sure you can figure something to do with that. I mean, hell, it's big enough you can use it for a weapon if absolutely necessary, I guess. You're walking around the woods. The head here has got magnets, so you can, if you drop something in the grass or dirt, just pick it around. You can pick up other items. Actually, not enough to get that, but anyway, magnetic. Of course, it's a flashlight, right? Has a radio. It has a basically a flasher. So basically, you break down the side of the road, you stick this on the car, it'll stick on there. Somebody will see you coming. Or if you're out in the woods or something, you're gonna go take a dump or something. Set that on a branch. Guess you can leave the light on too, but set on a branch and know where you're at. And another cool thing. Here we go. This is how you power it. You just wind it for a little bit, and you build up a charge. Now the cool thing about this guy, his little compartment here, it comes with like 5 or 6 different accessories. It has a USB port and a mini USB port. You would put the USB, it comes with a little cord, a little mini USB, or little attachment. You would plug that into your cell phone, and basically you charge up your cell phone or GPS or whatever you might have. And in addition to that, this sucker is also a radio.
Astronauts were going to the moon. They were allegedly going to the moon.
So, you can check out weather, entertainment, whatever the case may be. Also, you have a compass here, and this little lanyard here is actually the antenna. So it's a pretty cool little flashlight. A lot of stuff to it, man. I'll leave a link to this stuff, to all these three in the description bar. And basically, if you buy them through the link, you'll help my channel out. I look on the Amazon for the cheapest. Put the link there for you guys. Maybe we can help each other out. And the last item here is this LED lamp. This guy, same thing. No batteries. Wind that sucker for a little bit. And tuck it in. It's got 3 settings. And it's pretty bright. I think the camera just adjusted for that. But anyway, there you go. And this sucker has a little attachment on the handle here. With a hook that's built in. You can just basically, you know, those small metal hooks you find anywhere for plants and stuff. You can hang them around your house. And then just put the lamp, and there you go. Now again, remember, if things were really that bad, you would put tarp over the windows, right? And cut the lights before you open the door, because, well, if you have electricity, then you're going to look like a rich target. And let's say it's good to have, even if you're not preparing for shit at the fan, whether it's a blizzard or a flood or some just a short term, I guess, shit at the fan scenario that come to pass, hurricane, tornado, it's just good to have around, right? Anything with batteries I disapprove of, right? I always look for the most practical. I don't like carrying around batteries in a bug out bag, you know, whatever you might have, whether it's at home, right? No changing nothing out, simple as that, lasts forever, and you're going to save in the long term. I mean, I've seen bug out bags where people have whole packs of batteries. Insane, man. This is what I recommend. Again, if you're interested in these products, I'm going to leave a link in the description bar. If you purchase it through that link, you'll help my channel out, and I'll appreciate it. Right? And I go and I find the cheapest I can, and I leave it there for you guys. And if they sell out, let me know. Or you find a better price, let me know, and I'll put that on there. Anyway, this is what I recommend for a power outage, or just shit at the fan, because you know what, you're not going to have electricity, but you're still going to need light, and batteries run out, and light by fire is obviously a fire hazard. So anyway, y'all have a good one.